What's going on, Cowboys? Hope you enjoyed that. I don't know if you like the pre-stream type of videos. I don't know if the rock was just like roar. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm on a journey to my next Bitcoin. I'm just welcome to the stream. I'm just on this journey trying to learn how to trade crypto, trying to learn how crypto can evolve and blockchain can evolve. I feel like that crypto and blockchain is the future building blocks that we don't even know what we're going to try to be building, but I just know I want to be there. So really quick, big ups to the channel, or big ups to everyone who's here. Els, I was just talking to you or just tweeting at you. Green Fingers, Shahid, Ezra, Ty Stu, welcome back, man. Crypto Maniac, Mike Thomas, what's going on? Yeah, I appreciate the intro here after so long. Of course, bro. Of course, yeah. I think I like the bluesy, like rock, like Western type of style of like Dark Country is the name of it. So I like to jam out to that kind of stuff, like really lift and stuff like that towards that, and cut my lawn. It's the same thing. Anyways, guys, Tree Cities West. Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen you, my friend Neo. What's going on, guys? Glad that everyone's here. Just want to go over today some microcap coins, some news, some macroeconomics. Really chill stream tonight. I've got a guest coming on. He's running about 10 minutes later. So, but of course, we're going to give him a proper introduction as well. What's going on? Elbow cough. Strega heart. What's going on? But let's just start off with a $50 giveaway right off the bat, BSC style. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my screen here. And there we go. Boom, right there. Yeah, baby. All right, so we have here, I'm going to pull up a landmark, okay, in the world. And since crypto, what's going on, Robbie Geo? First 3 minutes in, we're starting off with a game here. Because crypto is worldwide, I like to do worldwide inclusive types of stuff. So I'm going to throw up a landmark here. And the first person to tell me the country that this is in will win 50 tether, right off the bat. And just so you know, by the way, I gotta say this is brought to you by SquidGrow. SquidGrow is a coin that I just did an AMA for. I'm not trying to shill them. All I'm doing is that they gave me $1,000 to give away. The least I could do is say who it's from. So it's not from me, it's from SquidGrow. If you like the AMA, check it out. It's the coin that the Shiba guy, Shiba billionaire, really, he started this coin. This has no affiliation to the other SquidGrow that rugged. I asked him to in the live stream. I was like, "Hey, why'd you name it SquidGrow, bro? That thing rugged." And he's like, "It's wide adoption. We have no affiliation." All right, here we go. So, yeah, Shibtoshi is his name. Correct. Thanks, Ezra. What's up, DayQ? What's going on? All right, let's do this. Here is the first one. Oh, group. No, son of a gun. That's that's the other one. What that is a big thumb or toe. You tell me what country this is from. Yeah, tell me the country that's from, and then yeah, anyone? Let me see here. Sydney, not Thailand, not Sydney. Oh, no. Germany, not Germany. It's kind of weird. It's like, and look how humongous it is too. Spain, not China. Look at the tiny people at the bottom there. They're like, look at this. Look how small they are. This must be a humongous I just thought this was fascinating. And it is. It's France. Congratulations, Mike Thomas. Easy win. Easy. I just wanted to give out a quick um, uh, 50 bucks. That was the easiest. It's got to be the easiest 50 bucks ever. Okay, so we're going to go in here. Send me your USDT. Actually, I know how I'm going to get to you. Hold on. Let me see here. Send. We're going to go to Mike Thomas here in the chat. Let's see. Go to channel. Sorry, boom. Okay, Mike Thomas, I got your address here. And we're going to just send that to here. $50 USDT. Send. I keep forgetting, like, I keep saying I'm going to send it after, but so there you go. Congratulations, guys. And that's how exactly, never seen. How could we win? Just keep guessing. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to win. So congratulations, guys. Mike Thomas, Kenny Wu, check out Cult DAO. Has a get. This is a guessing. It's kind of a guessing game. It is. It is. What do you want from me? It's 53 bucks. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if you knew it or not or whatever. Okay, guys, let's get into some micro cap coins. Or I also have some like macroeconomics before our guest hops on the stream here. But one thing that I found interesting was European central banks raises interest rates by 75 basis points. I thought this was really interesting because the queen had passed away. Rest in peace. I heard she was like a great woman, actually. So I have nothing bad to say about that. Nothing snarky. It's just very sad. You know, I feel like my Lola is in her twilight years, and I'm it's, you know, it affects me, and so I just want to say I'm sure she was an announcer, so you know, my condolences. However, yeah, 50 European Union central bank raises basis points by 75 basis points. Actually, a lot of people are saying like this, Europe is going to be a cause for really a lot of hardship in the future. And the reason why is because the natural gas is being turned off from Russia. Okay, the inflation's going crazy. You know, I heard this. I don't know if it's true. I think it's true because of credible resources. But the southern countries of the EU are failing, like Greece failed like in 2008, and the northern countries are propping them up. So there's a lot of currency just flying out of there, a lot of inflation, and then winter is coming, but not just winter, but like without natural gas, you can't make ammonium nitrate. You can't produce fertilizer. You can't produce CO2. And I heard this, that because you can't produce CO2, CO2 is used to carbonate beers. Like it's a byproduct from ammonium nitrate. This is some next level stuff. I don't know if you followed my Twitter, but I was going off. I was just like using Twitter as like a stream of consciousness, like thought, where I was having a meal with certain friends, and they were telling me about how Europe's in trouble, and how Russia is going to stop the piping of natural gas. And what that does, it stops the production of ammonium nitrate, and it solidifies ammonia, or you know, these chemicals in the air, and it solidifies it, and they use that to produce fertilizer. Well, if you don't have fertilizer, you don't have crops. And as a byproduct, they use that to produce CO2, and they sell the CO2 in like a I guess a liquid form to companies to carbonate their drinks. Well, they use that in Germany to carbonate beer. So a lot of people are predicting that there's going to be no beer for Germany's Oktoberfest. I don't know what you guys think about that. I think that's fascinating. Here's why it all matters to crypto, is because when all that stuff goes down, crypto is the first, most reactive, quickest to drop. Okay, it's a frail snowflake in the investment community, and it's gonna fold. It's gonna fold quickly. I think this is just something we should assume. I think personally, I'm up 90% in stablecoins. Sometimes I'll make these quick plays. If you are in the high rollers chat, you saw me make a play for 450 bucks. It only took about 2 days, I think. So about 2-day play. So that was very interesting. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the European central bank raises. Anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand here. I like to go coin market cap. And here's the ranking. Bitcoin's at 19.4, which is pretty good so far, considering, right? And then biggers, gainers, and losers. And we have some of these guys. Okay, OKB, that's an exchange that I've been using lately. Terra Classic has been on a rip. Actually, this is very interesting. Terra Classic is, I have no idea why this is going up. I want to see how Quant is doing. Like some of my favorites. I don't know about some of your guys. Oh, Zcash is on here too. Oh, this is Terra Classic right here. Shoot, sorry, I messed up. I'm all turned around. What else is good? Oh, helium. Does anyone have a helium miner? Does anyone like do helium mining? I really considered doing this before. 3.4 to 4.8. So okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll do another giveaway. Let's see. Shahid, we'll do another giveaway. Don't worry about it. I got 100 to give away tonight, so I'm giving them away. I'll be probably giving away 100 for the next 10 streams or so. God's token. Oh, that's a good one. God's token. I've been into that, guys. God's token at 32 cents. I used to do him, but it's dead. Is it really? Oh, I'm glad I didn't invest in it. It's good. I looked at that a long time ago. Okay, here's God's token. Here's a 3-month, 67 cents in, wow, June, huh? Here's the 1 year. I want to go year to date. Okay, just like everything else. 1 month. Okay, so in 1 month, I want to take the lowest point in June. This was like the lowest, like 55 cents, and now it's all the way down worth to 32 cents. I've been buying a little bit of God's token just to buy. My 4 miners are constantly pulling in $3 a day. Oh, that's cool. But how much does it cost in electricity, Ty? I'm curious about that. Check out Ace Miners NFTs. Ace Miners NFTs. I'll check them out. After God's token. Sorry, did I just burp into the mic? Yeah, I don't know if you like this. If you guys like this particular game, I've been playing it just to see if it's like been fun. It is kind of fun. I'm not playing hours on this game, so not nearly enough to try to win. But let me see if I could pull up like, let me see here. Okay, home, and then this collection for learn. No, where's my God's token? I'll claim. Here we go. So I've got here, got some God's token. It doesn't say how much I earned. I guess it doesn't say how much I earned here. Okay. I can open up pack 2. Oh, here's our guest just hopped in. Okay, that's good. Let me just open up a pack for you guys and see what I get. $5 a year. Nothing electric, $5 a year. Oh, wow. Good deal. We could go over gains, but we have the gains experts here. Oh, check this out. Is this a good one? Hold on. I don't know what that means. Hey, purple. That's pretty good. I don't know what that means, but I got 29 packs left. And by the way, guys, I got all this for free, basically. Well, I got the spent money on my deck, but I earned 29 packs. I wonder how much this is worth. Judge Envoy. So this is what I would do to make money. You go Judge Envoy. You go to the market. Okay, buy, sell. Is this worth anything? Judge Envoy. So it's worth 39 cents. So I could sell that thing for 39 cents. And that's how I did it. Anyways, guys, let me bring on our guest. Oh, there's the toe. Let me see here. All right, there we go. Okay, guys, let me bring on our guest here. And of course, we have an amazing, I think it's amazing, in my personal opinion, in show. He's been investing for a long time. Don't call him lucky. He fries up the chickens like Kentucky. He brings home the bag so smooth with no lag. He stays digging for those gems like a puppy. He's the one, the only Brad from Infinite Crypto. Infinite Crypto, what's going on, brother?
Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, man. Great to be here. Thank you so much for having me again.
Of course, Brad. I've always love hearing your take on certain coins, certain macroeconomics, all that kind of stuff. Thanks for being to show up. I know you're a little bit late, but I was just going over some stuff that I like personally. Are you into any crypto gaming? That's something that I've been very interested in lately. I don't know if you're interested in crypto gaming.
I've been interested in it, but I haven't really had the time to dive into it too much. I did get a airdrop from the Gods Unchained, and I forget the other token that kind of came along with it.
I think it's like a
The
crystal.
NFT, yeah, something along those lines. I got some tokens, but I sold them like I normally do a lot of my airdrops, and I'm glad I did at this point because when they came out during the bull market, they were worth a pretty good chunk of money. I think $1,500 airdrop. Now they're beaten way down, so they're probably worth buying again. But yeah, I played. I saw you playing the game the other night,
Yeah.
and I actually got on there and created an account and played it a little bit, but never enough to have earned any money or any tokens with it.
Yeah, I just played a little bit, and I got like a pack that got me a card that was worth $1. So I was like, and like if you already
Sorry.
play those games, I think it's for you, right? If you're trying to make a living on like crypto gaming, I don't know if that's like the exact best route unless you really like those types of games. So that's kind of like what I discovered. I thought like you could make a good bit of money if you were good, but I guess with all these things, you have to work at it. You have to grind it all out, and it's a grind. I don't have that. I don't have that kind of time. But ooh, you're on mute.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I had a dog make a little noise in the
yeah, I heard
background,
it.
so I
It's all
muted
good.
myself there. But I think it's a really neat opportunity for people that live in other countries. If you live in a country where maybe you're not making as much of a wage, I think it's a pretty cool way to make some money. I also think it's a fantastic way for teenagers and kids
Oh, that's a good point.
to to learn about crypto, to make some money. They enjoy video games, and then maybe even make a business out of it. If you get a kid that's 12, 13, 14, 15, and they're interested in maybe streaming it, YouTubing it, Twitching it, that kind of stuff. So I think there's a lot of cool ways that you can turn gaming into some money.
That's actually, yeah, that's not a bad point. Because I'm looking for the fastest way to get some ROI. And if someone's just looking to like have some fun with it and play with it, this might be for them. And I know that this is very popular. That type of game is like Hearthstone is very, very popular. But nonetheless, I wanted to get your take on Bitcoin before we get started here. What's your take on Bitcoin, where it's at right now? How do you feel about it? Are you investing like macroeconomically or not investing? Like, what's your take on it?
I called that 25K Bitcoin, but I was very much hopeful and expecting it to run up to hopefully more like 28 to 38, or not 38, excuse me, 28 to 30K. And so when it didn't and it started kind of coming back down, that was a little frustrating because I was kind of ready to deploy a bunch of capital and short the market on its way down.
Mhm.
Now, I did do some shorting from 25K down to around 21K, and I
Okay, good.
did make some nice profit. I turned one Ethereum into about 2.5 Ethereum.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't, I'm
amazing.
not trading with huge numbers, but I turned about 4,000 XRP into 10,000 XRP. And so, I mean, it was not like super huge numbers, but respectable at the same time. But then I kind of got caught off guard when it was sitting there at around 21, and I wasn't sure what it was going to do. I was kind of out of the market. And when it made that move to the downside a couple of days ago, I didn't have any trades in place. And right now, I'm kind of focusing on the 10K to 100K bankroll challenge that I'm doing, with my community members. So
What's
I
that?
haven't really been buying anything yet. For me, this is kind of feels like we're kind of in no man's land. I'm still expecting some more pain. I'm still expecting that dump down to 10, 12, 14K. And so I'm probably not going to spend too much money buying long term hold tokens until that happens, or until something makes me believe that it's not going to happen and that we're maybe bottomed out at this 17 to 21K range. Then I might start buying some more stuff.
Can you back up? What was that 10K to 20K challenge? Oh, I'm sorry, what was that challenge?
10K to 100K.
Oh, 10K to
So
100K.
yeah, so I have a couple of community members that both put up 10,000 bucks, and the deal is I'm free to trade it however I want. Buy, sell, long, short, use leverage. And the deal that I have with them is I'm looking to try to turn that into 100,000 in a shorter period of time than just buying something and waiting for the bull market, because I believe almost anybody could probably turn 10K into 100K by 2025.
Yeah.
So my goal is to do it in a 3 to 6 month. If it takes longer, it takes longer time frame. And the deal that I have with my community members is if somehow I manage to light the money on fire and lose the 10K, then I'm going to give them $5,000 back. So I've got some skin on the line.
Yeah.
And then it's also on the deal that if I do run it up to the $100,000, we do a split where they keep 75 grand and I get 25 grand. And, the main idea behind it is I think it'll make cool YouTube videos because I'm going to be, updating the trades and showing what moves I'm making and all of that kind of on a weekly basis. The updates haven't really started coming in on a regular basis, but that's the plan moving forward.
That's awesome. So what's your strategy towards that? Oh, and Ty Stu asked this too. So obviously using exchange to run these shorts. What exchange are you using?
I'm using Bybit with a VPN.
Okay, gotcha. So they don't know.
Yep.
So they don't know.
Hey Ty, welcome to the show, man. Thank you. He was on the live stream last night with Average Joe Crypto, so I
Saw.
recognize the
I
name.
was watching that after the stream. I was watching it back. So that, by the way, was I mean, like, I did not know that stuff from AJC, and that was
Right.
that was some real stuff right there. He's a real one for sure. That's a real stuff.
I can't wait for tomorrow. Hopefully, like I told AJC before the stream started, I said, "Hey man, this is a chance for you to tell your story." Like everybody sees you right now, Aaron, like as this YouTuber, 34,000 subscribers, pretty successful. But I kind of want you to go back to maybe when things weren't as good, or
Yeah.
your life before crypto, and lead us in through. So I'm looking forward to hearing your story tomorrow night, man. I know that you've got a lot of great stuff to share.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. So, I mean, it's totally excited about it. I think we were on for 11, right? That was 11.
Yeah, 11 your time, 8 o'clock. So same time
Got,
as tonight. Yep.
gotcha. Yeah, be sure to check out IC's crypto channel. Links are down in the description. Okay.
Yeah,
So
man. If you guys want to hear things that you've never heard Aaron talk about, tomorrow night probably be a good one to be on.
yeah, you're gonna have to bring the questions. I don't know what you got for me, but you're gonna have to definitely bring the questions.
Sounds
Um,
good.
Let me think. So, okay, so what's your strategy to make 10K, basically 10x the money, right? What's the strategy here?
So with the first 10,000, it started back in middle of April. And so I actually had a few tokens on my radar, like Metis and UBT, which is Unibright. And I thought that they were beaten down pretty good. We were sitting at around 40K Bitcoin. They had already come down from, Metis at its all-time high was about 250. I bought some for this bankroll challenge at around 40, 45. And then when we got the crash down to 20, it went all the way down to 15.
What's this
Same
coin?
thing, like it's called Metis, METIS. Great token with a ton of long-term potential.
This one, now?
Yeah, it's actually got some ties to Vitalik Buterin. His mom is actually on the team. I did a video on this, a deep dive last year, back when the token was in the ballpark of around 14 bucks. In fact, my son loves this token because he edited the video. I gave him 3 tokens for editing the video at 42 bucks. That then turned into $750 for him when they went up to 250 bucks a token.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what it's sitting at exactly right now. I know it got beaten down to about 15. It was all the way back up to about 45. Now it's at about 28.
Yeah.
So with that first 10,000, things did not go well. I turned that 10,000 into about 3,500, $4,000, because the market just didn't cooperate at all. So what I'm doing with that 10,000 is I'm kind of slowly rebuilding it through some of these leverage trades. Like I bought 3,000 Ripple originally at around, I want to say 65 cents. Then, now Ripple's down to 32 cents, but I've since taken that 3,000 Ripple and turned it into 7,000 Ripple through longing and shorting it. And I'm kind of just trying to build that back up and create more tokens and get it back to the 10,000 by doing some leverage trading. With the second 10,000, I got that while Bitcoin was at about 25,000.
Okay.
And so even though the market's gone down, I was shorting the market. So I bought one Ethereum with that 10,000. I've turned that into 2.5 Ethereum. I took about a little over a tenth of a Bitcoin and I've turned it into about a 15th of a Bitcoin. I've been working some trades with ADA and Polkadot. So that 10,000 is still intact, probably ahead a dollar or two, but not a ton fiat wise. But like I say, turning one Ethereum into 2.5, increasing the tokens right now is my goal. So, and I don't really care how much those are worth. Like I'd rather have 20,000, XRP that's only worth $5,000 than 10,000 XRP that's worth $10,000, if that kind of makes sense to you. Because I know when the market kind of starts to rebound, the accumulation of all those tokens will do a lot of the work in raising that portfolio up to the 100K.
Yeah. I see what you're doing there. It's man, I just think that's pretty, it's difficult because these markets are, it's like there's no big swings up, you know what I mean? Like to make huge plays off of. It's like you have to either short the market or like pick it up if it's on like maybe a cup and handle or something like, like one of these nerdy terms, you know what I mean? Like you got to wait for this dip down. And here's my general TA. Okay. I don't know if you agree with this. I've said it on the channel before, but this is my general TA. Big red stick equals buy. Big green stick equals sell. That's how I do TA. I don't care about the little stuff. If I see a massive red stick, I'm like, oh baby, that's like go time for me. I buy in, even if it drops down a little bit more, I'm no problem because I usually see that it hits a big green stick on the way up. But that's just
absolutely.
I'm just so lizard brain about. I'm like really just lizard brain about this thing. I'm like look in my eye, just freaking buy into that. So that's all I'm doing right now. I made 2 trades recently. One I let the chat know, and one that I didn't let know. I forgot. So, Brad, do you use any trading bots?
I don't. Never have. I really.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't know how to really acquire ones. I've heard a lot of horror stories, people that have built back doors into them where they can get in through a back door and take your tokens. And I've never been comfortable enough with them to spend all of the money up front and then also kind of just be a little bit nervous about it on the back end. So I've never used any.
Okay. So
what about you?
I have. I just put out a video on it. And I don't expect anyone to watch it or anything, but it's something called 3 commas. I'm going to show everyone just like kind of like I was asked to make a little more detailed thing on it, but let's see if I can get it. So 3 commas is like a really reputable like bot company. It's like a lot of reviews, a lot of this kind of stuff, ambassador program. It's like pretty reputable. I've never heard of someone built a backdoor. I've never heard of that before. I should probably do some more research, but essentially it's got access to my Binance.us account. And essentially, and I guess I could go deeper into this for anyone who's interested in it. Essentially, they have 3 types of bots, what's called a DCA bot, a grid bot, and a hodl bot. I guess they have more. But here's, like I said, guys, I'm super lizard brain. There's all these videos that talk about this. You set different parameters, and it's like It's like a machine, and you hit these. If it goes up 1.5%, it buys at $500 of your total thing. If it goes down 2%, then it sells. And there's all these parameters, these little fine tweaking stuff. And the best part about it is completely free. I don't know if you can see on my thing. It's free. Totally free. So the best part about, I mean, I could give you guys my parameters, which I did on the video. However, I go to presets and then I use Binance.us. All I have to do is just copy one of these bots. This one did 21% profit in the last month, and I don't even have to think about it. And I said basically, look, it takes the emotion out, because when I was trading for a month, I was full of emotion, and I was like, I feel like I'm someone who could get their emotions in check and in line. And I mean, like, it's very, very difficult. It is extremely difficult. I'm like, I don't know, let's go lizard brain, like. And so I just happen to be lucky 6 times, or skill or whatever. I mean, like, that's not the point. I could have easily messed up is the point. But these is just math, right? It's just math. And so you literally come in here, copy bot, and this one only trades on Chainlink, I believe. And here's like a summary. So they've been running this since August 8th for $96 a day. I guess they don't have, it doesn't say like how much they invested in here. So, but I could just start this bot, no problem. So yeah, and let me see here. Yeah, the presets were some of the useful one. Oh, and then also, I only traded off of Bitcoin because it was free and like it was free trades. There's no transaction fees. But you could trade like a whole bunch of these. Like this one apparently has like all these different coins that it's trading.
Nice. And it longs and shorts the market, and then you make more of whatever token you're on. So like if you're doing the link, you just increasing the amount of link that you have.
Yes and no. So basically what happens is you start off with a base, say like you start in stablecoin, and then you move into a particular coin, and then they sell out of it and to build up your stablecoin. But that's your base. Okay. So you could have your base as Bitcoin. So like you could try to earn more Bitcoin back. I used stablecoin because I wanted to keep track of, for the sake of the video, I wanted to keep track easily how much I'm increasing. And so it was really easy to do that.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's free. So you might, I mean, like if you want to try it out with,
I will definitely check it out. And I've got a couple other, yeah, I've seen a couple other pretty reputable YouTubers that I recognize that name, 3 commas.
Yeah.
So
that's a bad name too. It's like 3 commas. Like, yeah, I got 3 commas in my figures. You know what I mean? Like that. I was like, oh, that's a cool name, dude. So let me check the chat here. Yeah, it looks like some of you guys saw it. So thank you so much for watching it, guys. I really appreciate it. It really helps the algorithm and stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, be sure to subscribe to Brad, to IC here on his channel. He comes out with awesome content, a lot more fundamental analysis than I do. And you know me, I'm just like, looks good, fine, let's buy. So yeah, I'm just on a journey here. But this guy's an experienced trader over years, and experienced some really good long bull run pushes, but more importantly, he invested through the bear market. So the conviction is very, very strong with IC here. So yeah, be sure to check out his links down in the description below. So yeah, I'm glad this was very helpful, Crypto Maniac. So I appreciate that. Brad, let's get back to the topic at hand, microcap gems. What are some coins that you're looking at? Do we want to link back up to that Moonbeam one? Oh wow, Bitcoin's at 19.6. Wow, we could break 2,000 maybe. So that'd be good.
Oh, nice. I'm kind of scared to long the market. So when you were talking about, I'm not really taking advantage of the upswings. I'm just kind of waiting for it to get up to resistance. And then if it looks like it's going to head back down, get some shorts in. I keep kind of being wishful thinking that I might hit one of these really big drops. Like how sweet would it be to have some shorts in at 5 or 10x leverage when it goes all the way from 21, 22, or 25 all the way down to 10 or 12 or 14.
That's a so, man. I don't know what it would take.
I feel like the upside is much more, the upside is much better shorting right now than it is longing.
Yeah, I don't know what it would take to do that. I don't see a big drop to 14 like that fast though, right? Like, would that happen? And Oh, by the way, can you explain to me and some other people, maybe it's just me, what shorting the market is? Maybe start basic premise here. What is shorting the market? How do you do it?
Yeah, I'm a little bit newer to that side of it. Like you mentioned, a minute ago, I'm more of a buy and hold, kind of guy. But during this bear market, during the last bear market, I just held on for dear life and kept dollar cost averaging, and that worked well. It helped, in 2021, that 18, 19, 20 holding on for dear life worked. But I figure this time, rather than just doing nothing but hold till 2024, 2025, I want to try to make some money in the bear market. And so shorting the market is just basically when you're betting, say, that the market is going to go down, and you're able to go onto an exchange, and by, basically placing your bet that it's going to go down, you make money if you're right and the token goes down in price. You lose money on the other side if it goes up. And then if you use leverage, it's very, very, you have to be very careful, because let's say that you're using 10x leverage for easy math. If a token goes in the wrong direction, just 5%. So let's say that you've got $20,000 Bitcoin and you're shorting it. Well, 5% of 20,000 is $1,000. So if Bitcoin were to go up to 21,000, you would actually lose 50%, because you're using 10x leverage and it went up 5%. So
Yeah.
just a short little move from Bitcoin going to 20 to 21, which happens all the time, you lose half of whatever you had put into that trade. On the flip side, if you were right, though, in that trade, it runs from 20 down to 19, you would make, you know, you would make 50%. So if you had $1,000 worth of Bitcoin you were shorting, you would make a $500 bill on that move of it going down from, 20,000 to 19. And, heaven forbid, if it did make a move all the way down to 16 or 17, you could potentially make, two or 300% in a fairly short period of time. But like I say, there's a lot to it. I don't recommend new people doing it. One of the things that I do is I always put a stop loss in. So let's say that I did short the market at 20,000 with 10x leverage. I'm probably actually I'm not going to let it go up to 21 and just get liquidated. I'm
Right.
probably going to put a stop loss in at, say, 20,100,
Yep.
20,200, maybe risk 10 or 20% of my funds that are in the trade. And then I'm also, as the trade becomes profitable, so say it runs from 20 down to 19.7, that's only, say, call it a 3% move, but that would be worth, several $100. That could be worth a couple $100 at that point, because you got 10x leverage. But I would move my stop loss then into a profit zone, so that
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about losing on the trade. So I'm very much a lizard brain and cowboy arms when it comes to this kind of stuff too.
So yeah, that stuff is so scary to me, like especially the leverage part of it. Is it something that people should, not financial advice obviously, but like people should start looking into in this kind of market? Is this like I know you've successfully done it twice now with Bitcoin and XRP. Is this, you're gonna continue to do the strategy moving forward, or is this something like temporary? You see the setting in the market. What do you think right now, currently, for people like you and me and anyone else listening?
As part of the 10K to 100K bankroll challenge, it's going to be kind of something that I do ongoing. I'm doing it with a small piece of my bankroll, but I'm not doing it with anything big. And even with this 10K bankroll challenge, you know, if you take, so I sent, a tenth of a Bitcoin. So at the time, that was $2,500 worth of Bitcoin. Never once have I just put the whole tenth of a Bitcoin into a trade. So even though I've got $2,500 worth of Bitcoin there, I might put 250 to 500 of it into a trade, and then set a fairly tight stop loss. So I'm not risking losing a bunch of the 2,500 all in one bad trade.
Yeah.
So I think what gives me a pretty good premise for doing this is my poker playing. So I understand statistics. I understand odds and probabilities. I understand that even the best setup in the world when it comes to trading is probably only going to be successful 65 to 70% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, to answer your question more directly, no, I don't think most people should do it. They really
Gotcha.
shouldn't.
Gotcha.
The,
Gotcha.
the, the
The risk is
trouble
too
with these
high.
sites is that if you do 2 or 3 or 5x leverage, or maybe, I mean, even at 10x with proper stop losses, it's pretty safe. But I have found, even including myself, the desire, especially when you had some success, to want to start upping that leverage to 20, 25, 50 is very, very hard to control. I've done it myself. I'm not going to lie. I've done 50. I've even done 100x leverage, and it hasn't turned out well. On the flip side, I've been lucky. I literally did a 50x leverage trade on XRP, and I caught it just at the right moment, and I ended up picking up 2200 XRP in the matter of about 5 minutes. But that is not the norm, man. It's definitely, most people are going to blow up their account, and I would say that the average person should just be buying and holding, buying and holding, buying and holding, and stick to the basics.
This is the game, man. This is just such a brutal game. Ty Stu says this. I've successfully lost most of my leverage trades. I don't even touch leverage. Greenfingers is someone who, if you check out the Discord, Greenfingers is someone who is always dropping in those take profits. I mean, he is one of the most takenest, profitest guy in the Discord. So props to him, guys. Check out like some of what he's doing in the Discord. He's mostly in the take profits channel. So that's amazing. I think I think what you guys do, that's cool. That's beyond me. I'm too scared. I'm just simply too scared to get into that kind of stuff. But yeah, more props to you if you guys can figure it out. I'd like to go into some of those microcap gems, guys. Moonbeam, is that what the stuff that you like? Glimmer?
Moonbeam is the parachain that is, that won a Polkadot parachain. It's kind of like a Matic or an Avalanche or a Solana, its own blockchain. And yeah, I love it. It's not a super small cap. I think it's ranked around 200 and something.
Gosh, I keep forgetting the one that I bought with you.
The Glint, the BeamSwap is the DEX that is built on top of the Moonbeam network, and that's the one that's super, super small cap that I absolutely love.
That's right. Okay, so now we're sitting at 0006. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. What is that? Maybe $100,000 market cap or so? Something. I forget the exact number.
$176,000 market cap right here. Jeez Louise. And you love this.
I love it because I think it's going to turn into like a Trader Joe's, a Radium, a Pancake Swap. Maybe it never gets as big as Uniswap, but I think it has absolutely the potential to become like one of those.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's so crazy. I might just drop in $1,000 and just sit on it. I know I bought some too. I don't even remember how to get to that little thing. Just so truthfully, I'm like, I forgot how to buy something.
You can add the Moonbeam network to MetaMask. So it's kind of cool. You can add Moonbeam network to your MetaMask, and then you can buy it. You can go to the BeamSwap.io platform, connect your wallet like you would, a MetaMask to a Uniswap, and then you can buy. So if you don't have any funds in your wallet, the best way to do it is to buy some, Glimmer, the Moonbeam token on an exchange, because almost every exchange has Moonbeam, and then just send it over to your MetaMask. And then once you've got some funds there, it's pretty easy going.
How much can I ask, like, around ballpark, about how much do you have you invested in BeamSwap?
Yeah, I haven't invested a ton. I own about 1 million tokens.
Okay, great.
Now I was buying some of those tokens. I got in on the private sale, which was at about 2 cents.
Okay.
So obviously some of those tokens are underwater, but I picked up another, I bought, 500,000 of them when they were down at around 0005.
Okay.
So I think I picked up, I forget the exact amount, and I'm still kind of distributing. The vesting is still in place, so I get tokens every single month, and then I send those out to the people that invested in the private sale, and I keep my share. But at this point, I've only got $1,000 or $1,500. You don't need a ton invested in a token like this in order to make amazing returns when it takes off.
Yeah. Is there any other swap on the Moonbeam network? Is this it? It's the main one.
This is the main one that I know of. That there's supposed to be another one. I forget the name of it, but I've never even seen it. I've never even gone to its webpage. Um, I love the LP. I don't do a lot of LPs, because of the impermanent loss possibility, but I do. They have some great LP, things here on the Moonbeam, or excuse me, the BeamSwap platform. The other thing that I really love about it is they have the share token, which is just single sided staking under the earn feature there. If you go to the earn tab and then just click on Beam Share. So you have the yield farms, which is the LP tokens. And then you have this Beam Share. So that where you see where it says one share cost you at the top there, one share is 1.476. Yeah. That started out originally at 1-to-1. And then that number just continues to grow. You can see right now it's only 23% APR. It used to be as high as 125, 150%. But every time you stake your glint, you get these share tokens. So where your share balance says 0 there, I've got around 400,000 share tokens, and then I've got another 600,000 glint that I need to stake probably. But the reason that you want the share tokens is because if you scroll back up to the top of the page, you'll see one of the tabs. If you click on the More tab, the Launchpad, go to the Launchpad. So you know how much we love the Gains token.
Yeah.
This is a little bit different version, but this is IDO. So these are the IDO. So they're going to be slightly more expensive than the private sale tokens, but they're also going to have better vesting. You're going to get them quicker. And, there's a lot of platforms out there. Like, we were talking about that. What is the one that you really like? The Binance pad?
BSC pad. Yeah.
Yeah. BSC pad. And, there's the C2 fund that we were talking about and some of those. And I really think that this BeamSwap token is going to be really valuable during the next bull run, because there's going to be a lot of projects that are launching on this IDO platform on top of the Moonbeam network.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. I think getting in on a utility on an up and coming chain, pretty good idea to do. You know what I'm saying? Let me go into and Half Court's dropping a lot of gems in here, but we'll get to you, Half Court. I want to go to Gains since we mentioned it multiple times here already. By the way, I need to borrow some glint from you, because remember when you talked, I was like, I couldn't make the swap. It's all good. We'll
send me your wallet, man. You need a glimmer so you can do some transactions,
or glimmer or whatever I'm doing.
Yeah, the glimmer is the gas of the Moonbeam network.
Yeah. I need to get that. Okay, so wait, Gains. Someone asked me, is 10-cent Gains good to buy here?
Oh, ooh, nice. Yeah, it was at around 8 cents when we talked, or not too long ago, a few months ago, it went down as low as about 8 cents when we had that dip in June where Bitcoin hit 17.
Yeah.
And I was at that point, I was really sure that Bitcoin was probably going to go lower. So I didn't really buy any at 8 cents.
Me too.
And then it went all the way back up to about 20 cents.
And that would have been an amazing buy.
And now it's sitting at 10. So I am highly, we were talking about maybe the idea of buying twice as much as we want.
Yeah.
And then selling half when it doubles, so that we're free rolling on the other half and can get into all of these all of these private sales and stuff basically for free. But that's about as good as it gets. So you can get into the the fishes tier of the Gains network for $1,000 bill. I think you're doing well.
Yeah. I think that's a good move. I think I'm a fish. I want to move into a shark. That's my goal. I want to move into a shark eventually. I think it'll just be the crazy thing is it locks it up for a year. So I don't really like that, but I don't make the rules here. So It's is what
Right.
it is. I think this is a good buy. I think it's a good buy, a solid buy. It's not a great buy because I'm super pessimistic on where everything's going right now. That's just,
Yep.
I'm macro investor right now. I'm Mr. Macro Investor. I don't like the way everything's going. So like these microcap coins, I think they could tank even more. Um,
100%.
I think they could tank like a lot more, And so I'm just sitting here, I'm racking my brain because I'm like, okay, this is a good buy right now. If I were to buy gains, if I were to buy Moonbeam Swap or Beam Swap, these are good buys right now. But I think it could be even better. And I'm not sure if that's my greed talking. And this is the emotion again. This is that emotional part. It's like I don't know if that's the greed talking. I don't know if that's strategy talking or my brain. So yeah, I'm just stuck in that limbo right now.
Yep.
From between good and great. That's where we're at right now, guys. I think we're between good and great. So
I
uh,
agree. I think anything you buy right now, like those gains, BeamSwap, you're going to be happy come 2024 or 2025. But
yeah,
there's definitely a good possibility that in the short term, over the next few months, something could happen and gains drops down to 5 cents, or BeamSwap gets cut in half again, and you're wishing that you would have waited for the big dip. But
yeah.
if it never comes, you'll wish you would have had a few of them now.
I think market cap has to do with it too because that Moonbeam Beam Swap was $175,000 market cap. Could it go lower than that? You know what I mean? Like,
It's
could it
hard.
really just?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty hard.
It'd be hard. It'd be
It
hard.
would be.
It seems like if it could go down to like 90, but would it go down even further? I don't see something like that going below 90, going to 100. It doesn't make sense.
I agree.
But
And a couple of the guys from the team, because I've done a lot of deep dives and I talk about them a lot. I got a couple of guys from the team that are always texting me updates and new things that are coming in. So they just added, you know, a couple of new tokens like wrap tokens. So like not too long ago, you couldn't buy Polkadot through the Moonbeam network, even though it's on the Polkadot parachain, it's its own network. But now they've got XDot. So they've got like a wrapped version of Polkadot. And then they've got a super simple bridge though. Like, so if you have XDot on there and you want to move it to your Polkadot wallet, there's a bridge. And so
yeah,
they're doing upgrades and stuff like that and adding new liquidity pools and all sorts of fun stuff all of the time. They're building like crazy, which, as you know, that's what you want to see from somebody in this bear market. You want to see teams that are moving forward and building.
yeah, I agree. One other thing that Half Court drops in here is he said like Astro Swap is another great buy. He said Engine Coin, Gala Games that can rebound too. I'm not too familiar with Astro Swap, but it does look like it's kind of rebounding here. If you're watching Half Court, can you drop in why you like Half Court or why not Half Court? Why you like Astro Swap? But I like
Yeah.
these Gala Games.
Yep. I,
Gala,
not-
I
I
like.
noticed in the comments real quick, Mike Thomas asked how many gains tokens to become a shark. So the answer to that question is 100,000 gets you to the shark level. 200,000 gets you to the whale level, which is the top tier. And then the two lower levels are 30,000 tokens, it gets you to the dolphin level, and 10,000 tokens gets you to the whale or to the fishes level. If I remember correctly, Aaron, I think you're at the 30,000 token tier.
I think
I think
so
you're a
too.
dolphin.
I don't even, man, I don't even remember what I'm buying. I need to keep all my stuff straight here because I've been looking at some of their stuff that they've been coming out with, and I'm not sure what it even means. Honestly, I'm not even keeping track here. Like, let me see if I can log in here. Let me take this off. Yeah, so basically they're coming out with they actually come out with new projects all the time. It's it's really crazy how often they come out with this stuff. Okay, so they're sitting at 11
And
cents.
did you hear about the launch pad?
No.
So Gains is also going to have a launch pad. So us that are in these tiers are going to be able to get into the private sales at cheaper prices, but they're also getting ready to launch a launch pad for IDOs that will kind of be like BeamSwap or Seedify or some of those, that's also going to put more buy pressure on the token.
Huh.
And it's going to give the token more utility and going to give retail investors a chance to hold the token separate from this platform, I believe, and get in on these IDOs. So I think there's a lot of reasons to be excited about the future of gains.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I like that they keep on locking in new deals, especially new people trying
Absolutely.
to launch out. Here's my problem though, and I like gains, right? I'm not trying to like down gains or whatever, you know what I mean? But I guess this isn't updated. If you look here, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's raised $1,600 out of 16,000, which is only about 10%. The last couple ones, I'm not sure if they made it all the way up. They didn't like, you know, so
No,
there's
they
not a lot of
didn't.
people. There's not a lot of people investing right now, so it's very, it's tough. It's tough right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not Gaines' fault. It's just the market. There's two reasons. One, most people don't have any extra funds right now, or that they want to risk on highly speculative assets. And then two, what was the second point? The second thing was kind of like, that, yeah, you don't, I guess those kind of went in hand. One is
Yeah.
most people don't have the extra funds. Two, there's just not a lot of people that are excited about rushing into these. I haven't bought into an ID or one of these gains private sales. Probably I haven't bought into any of the last 10 or 15
Me neither.
because I believe that right now there's a good possibility that these tokens, if they launch, are going to go below private sale prices.
Yeah, agreed.
But
Agreed.
this is the time to accumulate the tokens and get ready for the bull market, because when the bull market comes back, these types of investments can 10, 25, 50, 100,000x your
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, and I think in a bull market, all the coins that come out will launch to the moon, but it's getting the utility coin first. I think that's what's important, at least for me. Not any one of these individual projects, but the utility of gains or Seedify or BSC pad. Like, choose your favorite one and go into. I like Seedify. I'd like to be in that one too, but it's just one of those things. So yeah, I am a dolphin, I guess. I'm a dolphin. And Halfcourt said that AstroSwap was Cardano, which I was like, I had no idea.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll
Wait,
have to take a closer look at that
it's
one too.
AstroSwap, then why is it BSC pad right here? And there's no Cardano. Partners too on AstroSwap. I'm not sure. I like Gala Games. I like the gaming projects too. Those really interest me. Probably just because I'm a gamer and I'm biased, but those really interest me. So I actually bought a whole computer just to play their games and test them out and come out with new videos and content for everybody to see if it's if it's worthwhile. So yeah, guys, while everyone's here and we're rounding out the hour, of course I can't close out this stream, and we'll talk a little bit. I'm having a good time with IC here. If he'll have me, we could go overtime, but I do want to give away $50 here. $50 to someone here. I don't know, how do you want it? IC, do you have any ideas? I have got a few ideas, but I want to know if you have any ideas on doing any more giveaways.
That's a great question. What were you giving away? Like just like a Binance Smart Chain stable token, or
Yep, $50 in Tether, again, hosted by Squidgrow.
I'm trying to think if there's something that we talked about something tonight that
here's the thing.
that if somebody was paying attention, they'd be able to answer a question.
That's a good call.
What are your ideas?
I had another friend queued up for tonight's stream, but he couldn't make it and you can't really do hangman with one person. Like, this doesn't make sense. So let's do this. I think you're right. Let's go back into our memory, and I can't even remember what we talked about, but what we'll do is I'm gonna put up another screenshot of a
All right.
landmark, and you guys tell me what country is this landmark in. If you guys know. Anyone know the country of this landmark? Or what it is?
I think I
$50.
might know what it is, but I don't know where it is.
Spain, France. France is a good choice. Good choice. Not France. Not Spain. Nope. Good guesses, guys. $50. Just name off some countries. It's all guessing games. Look at the background.
Oh,
Look at that.
interesting. I
That's got to
wonder.
be.
I
That's
just
got to
Googled
be.
it. I'm not going to say anything, but if
You
this
have
is
to
where I
Google it.
think it is,
I can't
it's
stop them from
actually
Googling.
from my hometown. If it's what I'm thinking it is. So I don't think most people probably know where I'm from originally. It's not Las Vegas. Where I'm from originally might be where this is though.
Ty
Yeah, in
Stu
fact,
gets it. I told the country I was looking for US of A. Actually, crypto
oh, you did, yeah,
mania.
okay. And there it is. The crypto maniac came up with
And crypto
Seattle, and I
maniacs
just
is
Googled it. It's
Seattle too.
down by
You're from
Pike
Seattle?
Place Market, the gum wall.
Yep, the gum wall. Exactly. That's his market at the top. So Ty Stu, you get it. Send me your. Well, okay, I could get your BSC pad right now, or your thing. Give me a quick second. Okay, online live. Look at this LFG. That's right, guys. I feel like I'm the most winningest. I am play to win.
Right?
I am play to win. All right, guys. Just so I don't forget, I'm gonna give away $100 to anyone who bounces here. Congratulations, Ty Stu. I'm gonna give away $100 tomorrow night to anyone who bounces and hops on ICs and my what's this called? Live stream tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on his channel. Okay, on his channel. Yep. So guys,
yeah, I won't be late.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope not. Uh-oh, this didn't send. Shoot. Let me make sure that sends. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at the data.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you got enough time if you want to take a peek at another token, but I came across one that I would love your opinion on.
Absolutely. Let me know.
It's called Dimitra, and the ticker for it is DMTR. And so when I was in the Bitcoin 2022 conference, I got invited to the Huobi Global Live party, and I met this gentleman, Michael Mirren, who I forget the exact title, Chief Marketing Officer, I want to say, CMO. And we exchanged information and we came back, we kind of lost touch. And then we've recently been talking, and, I'm looking at doing a couple of videos on this project. The thing that I really like about it, from what I've seen, is it really has real world use case. It's not, just a project that, you look at some tokens and you go, why does this company even need a token? They just have a token for the sake of having a token. It's down, massive. If you look it up like on CoinGecko, it's down massively from its all-time high. And, the more that I've studied it, and I'm getting ready to put out a video in the next couple of days on it, I really like it. But I'm curious to see, you don't have to give me your full opinion on it, today, but I'd love if you'd spend a little bit of time checking it out and let me know what you think.
Yeah. So initially, anyone who's watching this live, 20 people in here, 27, 8 here, anyone who's watching this, typically I have like a quick checklist of things in my brain, and then I go into deep dive, like I analyze. So the first one is a docs group, a docs dev, a docs team. Docs meaning anonymous, or not anonymous meaning like I see their face, I see their name, and with that, there's a lot of, there assumes to be more at risk because your face is out there. So other people still dox themselves in rug pull anyway, so it doesn't matter. But that's one of those things. I like to see not a crashing chart, and this looks to be like a chart that's crashing. I'm just kind of being honest here. This looks like just a crashing chart here. What if we zoom into the 1 month? Yeah, it's just a victim of the bear market right now. So I'd like to see a little bit of price floor, like a stable line would really help me in my confidence. And then I'd like to see like socials and interaction. These are just quick things, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Forget how many they
27.
got a.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm actually going to be doing probably a AMA with the founder and owner, John Trask. So they are, the founders right out there. They're doxxed, and
Good. Yeah, you see here, this is a little bit of, this might be a problem. I'm not too sure. I'm a marketer by trade, Brad, and anyone else in here. 27,000 followers, but then you're looking at, let's say, like 11 retweets, 11 likes. This one, no, this is a promotion. Yeah, see, look, this is, they either paid they paid a marketer to increase their followers, and then they got ghost followers, basically, is what it is. It's so hard to develop a community when you're not super active about it. This is just stuff that I'm seeing right off the bat, right? I'm not trying to dump on this project. However, that's the initial ones. Then there's like the actual like analyzing the value of it. So increase yield, reduce cost, mitigate risk, data-driven farming. I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? Can you give me the rundown? Like basically, what is this?
Yeah. So basically, like a a software, if you will, or artificial intelligence that helps small farmers, of which I think that the number is roughly it's 587 million. So over half a billion small farmers throughout the world. Obviously, in the United States, it's not as big of a deal, but in a lot of other countries. And so they're able to do stuff like, they said, like, let's say that you could take like they have these drones and these satellites where that are overlooking the farm, and they can kind of see, and instead of like pesticiding the whole farm, this software is able to like, I hope I'm explaining this properly. I need to do a little bit more work before I produce the video, but it can kind of pinpoint areas that need the pesticide versus just like dust the whole, which enables the farmer then to save money. They don't have to have a big plane. They can have like these drones that are much smaller, much more economic, that can go and do these different things. And it's
yeah, I
the
see
token.
it's saying here. It's data-driven approach helps farmers increase yields, reduce expenses, and mitigate risks. And I assume that's, you're describing like a strategy, like they're using these drones to help do that thing. And I guess they're funding it with blockchain technology. It's hard for me to like kind of draw that direct line there. Our mission to make technology available for small holder farms globally. I'll tell you what, some of the smartest people I know are farmers. Smartest. They are like into crypto. They're into stocks. They are hyper intelligent. I was like, you would think, I mean, like conventional thing would be like, third farmer, you know what I mean? But no, there are farmers that are like wildly intelligent. Like, I mean, this just blows your mind intelligent. So I think crypto and farming goes hand in hand. I actually think there's like a 123 team members. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a big deal. They just had a $20 million. They raised $20 million in the bear market. Get the name of the company that came in and and did that. They have a partnership with Ocean Protocol. I'm trying to go over some of the notes when I was talking to Michael Mirren, and he was kind of giving me some of the bullet points, some of the things to talk. They've got livestock, track and trace. They're partnered with the Morpheus Network. They're partnered with Ocean Protocol.
Yeah,
they had a goal.
I don't expect you to be like an expert on this thing. Obviously,
right.
This is not your project or anything for sure.
They were hoping to have contracts with 10 million farms by the end of 2021, and they ended up with 18 million farms contracted at the end of 2021. And so, I mean, it definitely, from a business standpoint, it feels to me like they're moving forward. They're working hard. Like I say, the Mike Mirren there, the second one in, is the one that I've really spent the most time with. And then right there, John Trask at the bottom in the middle. He's done several AMAs. He's definitely, doxed and vetted, and you'll be able to see him on my channel. I think in October, I'm going to have him come on for an AMA. So there's some, in this, I think the bear market has made it look worse than it probably is.
Yeah. Interesting.
But I definitely see, some potential. I love, the fact that we're talking about a $6 token that's beaten down to 1.5 cents.
Yeah.
I mean, that's scary, but right back to risk reward. We're talking about like $100, $200, $500 into something like this. My dad bought $100. He was in my office when I was talking to the guy, talking to Mike Mirren, and he heard the whole conversation. He went and just bought $100 because of it goes back up to its all-time high. Is $100, I wanted to say, turns into 33,000, something along those lines.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, we're in it for the long game here, guys. We are in it for the long game. Okay, so I heard this. I'll check this out. I didn't give it a fair shake. So I heard this. Tell me if you agree with it or not. I heard that someone made this statement. I like Bitcoin, but I like XRP, Cardano, and Ethereum better. If you want to make money, go XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. But if you want to make legacy wealth for your kids, go Bitcoin. Bitcoin can take 50 years to like really get mass adoption on what it deserves. But Cardano, Ethereum, XRP looks like within the next 5. How do you gauge that? Do you agree with that statement? Do you not agree with that statement? Do you, how do you gauge that statement?
I agree with that to a certain extent. I think that, when the bull market comes back, there's many tokens that are going to do multiples than Bitcoin. At the same time, like you said, I think one token that if I had to just only buy one token, and if I had to bet on a token that was going to be here 50 years from now for sure, Bitcoin would be the token that I would have to put my money on.
Yeah, it's Bitcoin.
And a lot of people have different strategies. A lot of people use the altcoins to make money to then put into Bitcoin. So even a lot of people that do a lot of altcoin investing, their end goal is to accumulate Bitcoin, and I don't blame them for that. I think that's a smart strategy.
Yeah, that's mine. I do get caught up in the trading and the excitement of it for sure, though. That's for sure, guys. Be sure to check out IC's channel here. Links in the description. IC, do you have anything left to share with us? We're a little bit. I kept you a little bit over, but that's only because I wanted the full hour with you. Okay. Do you have any small gems, quick, interesting tidbits that you have to leave us with as far as this bear market, and especially if you want to see us again tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things I wanted to mention, we talked about this a little bit last night, is I think it's so important to have hope. And so probably a lot of those of you that are watching this stream are probably still pretty hopeful, or you wouldn't be here. But, I think that one of the reasons that Aaron and I, exist, and one of the reasons that we're working so hard right now is, to create hope for those of you that want to have that financial freedom through cryptocurrency, that you actually see people that have that conviction. Aaron used that word conviction earlier. I have no doubt in my mind that in the next 2-3 years, all of us that stay true and stay true to the course are going to be amazingly rewarded. So I just want to, if there's any of you that are watching this today or a replay and you're not feeling hopeful, if you're thinking about maybe quitting crypto, you're thinking about getting out of the game, it's just too rough and too miserable, and I understand that because I went through it. Please don't, man. Hold on to Aaron and I's belief. We believe in you. We believe in crypto, and just keep holding on, man.
Absolutely. I think blockchain technology is the future building blocks for every industry in the world. I think it's going to be using it, something like the internet. And there's a ton of conviction between the two of us. I think IC's got a lot of it. I certainly do. as well. Icy's definitely got more of it because it's more tested. He's been at this thing for a longer time than I have. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Check out his channel down below, Infinite Crypto, Brad Varnell. And we'll see you guys. Hopefully, if you guys want to, join us tomorrow on Brad's channel, IC. Anyways, thanks so much for coming and thanks for watching. And we'll see you guys next time.